Welcome back in our episode of NBA 2K14. And you know the last episode as the Miami Heat defeat the Chicago Bulls by 98-96 as LeBron James saved the day at the buzzer to win by 2 points, 98-96. And now that will be a good one here in Miami. So now, coming up next, we're off to the American Airlines Center in downtown Dallas, Texas, featuring the two of the big men and the Western Conference Southwest duo, featuring Anthony Davis of the New Orleans Pelicans take on Dirk Nowitzki of the Dallas Mavericks. That will be a good one here in Big D. So for this game, the Pelicans gonna use the dark blue and the Mavericks gonna use the white jersey. So without further ado, you're moments away here in downtown Dallas. We're sending out to Kevin Harlan here in Big D, Dallas, Texas. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy the video. Now, we are sending to Kevin Harlan here in Dallas for this game. The Pelicans going to use the dark blue and the Mavericks going to use the white. For now, here we go. Let's get started. Enjoy the video. Let's go, guys. Enjoy.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday night basketball. It's going to be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Dallas Mavericks. And now time for the call by Kevin Harlan. Let's get out to the opening tip-off in Big D.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. It's Wednesday night basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan in the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today, Anthony Davis.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play, even with the defender draped all over him. He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low.
You look at Texas. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And, you know, Kevin, during this winning streak, what's been fun to watch is that everybody knows their role, and it's very clearly defined. Everybody knows exactly what his job is, and they're going out and they're doing it. And all the pieces have fit together. Perfectly.
There's not a more confident team in the NBA right now. Believe me, none of the guys on that team think this winning streak has happened by accident. They know it's taking hard work. This last summer, the Mavs asked fans to submit some redesigns of their uniforms for future use. Always kind of neat to see when a team and organization reaches out for the fans' input.
It's stolen by Harris. Gives him the lead pass. And it's Monte Ellis with the finish.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
And here's Holiday. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Back to Evans. Smith on the wing. Wide open. And he pumps that one in. And back to the Mavs. Definitely a big move by them to reach out like that. Nothing like bringing crowdsourcing to the NBA and building a bridge in Steve the fan base.
You know, Kevin, I had a chance to see some of the designs of the uniforms that were being suggested. Some pretty sharp-looking goods, but there were some other ones that were absolutely hideous. So let's hope the decision makers in the Mavs organization pick some of the, let's say, the more premium-looking uniform suggestions.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to speak momentarily with Monty Williams. Coach told me that defensively, he's not even sure how you contain Dirk Nowitzki offensively. He said he really has an unstoppable shot with that turnaround. I don't know how you stop it, but we're going to try. Guys, it always helps to have those athletic, rangy defenders who can at least get a hand in his face. We'll see what matchup they go with defensively.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
Well, Monte Ellis has never been short on confidence, and last year he went as far as comparing himself to Dwayne Wade, saying the only difference between them is that Wade has rings. That's a pretty big difference, though.
Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
New Orleans shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Dallas. That comes in for Devin Harris. And you talk about the talent and confidence from Montero. Steve, what's the balance between confidence and like overconfidence?
Well, I think the balance is in your decision making, and that's the trickiest thing for really talented young players to figure out. It's just when to attack and when to back off a little bit. And that's all stuff that just comes with experience. Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Nowitzki kicks to Carter. That drops and it comes off an assist from Nowitzki. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Pelicans trail. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, Kevin, they constructed
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeout.
Pelicans ended up being the name that New Orleans chose when it was all over. I like the new look uniforms, but they had some other options as well that sounded pretty good to me. How about the brass? Because it gives nod to the music that New Orleans has popularized.
Now here's Rivers. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Here's Steamsma. A stupendous finish in traffic. Steamsma's got his first 2 points.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Well, definitely a nice sounding name. Other options were the Swamp Dogs, the Bull Sharks, the Mosquitoes. Steve, all in all, you have to think they went the right way with the Pelicans.
I don't know. My personal favorite was the Rougarou. I don't even know what that means, but that was in the mix. Would have puzzled a lot of other people around the country besides me, but better than Mosquitoes, that's for sure. Pelicans was probably the right way to go. Boy, he really used his height there.
He sure did, Steve. I mean, a nice touch on that shot.
Carter, defended by Morrow. Fires from 14, and the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Knocks it loose. Steamsma dishes to Roberts. Anderson.
Looks to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. Nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
I love his kind of mid to long range jump shots, a specialty of his, especially in catch and shoot situation.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a very skilled catch and shoot type of player. I mean, it adds a dangerous element to his game that he can make that jump shot.
With his jump in for the Pelicans.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
He kicks to Morrow. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stolen away. It's West with the drive. Bazemore, defended by Morrow. Here's Carter. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Carter's got 10 points in the game. 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Roberts passes to Rivers.
Coming in.
He gets it up. flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Mavericks lead by 8. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
This Saturday, March 1st, the Orlando Magic take on LeBron James and the Miami Heat. Do not miss it.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Anderson with the inside. Austin Rivers is out there with Brian Roberts. And it's Morrow in at the small forward. They set the pick. Rivers with it. Picked up by Ellis. Roberts sinks the triple. Roberts got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance. You know, guys, you look at Austin Rivers, and he has the speed and elusiveness that you want from a player with his style and size. He doesn't have any problem getting by somebody to get into the lane. But for him to be a positive contributor, he's got to learn to finish with more consistency. And that's just a matter of work and talent.
Here's Roberts, guarded by Harris. A nice shot by Roberts.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
And good on the basket. Book it. And for Rivers, a great ball handler. But he's a little undersized and doesn't have that elite athleticism, I guess I would say.
I think that made it tougher for him to adjust to the size of players at the NBA level. You know, he's got a scorer's mindset, but he needs to work on how he's going to beat the second defender. Maybe it's a pull-up jump shot, a floater, or drawing a foul.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And gets it to go.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at him, they've not been able to take that shot away.
And the foul called on DeJuan Blair. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pelicans, Jason Smith comes in for Whitman, and it's Anthony Davis in for Ryan Anderson. That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Gordon kicks to Davis. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is on the mark. Davis has got 9 points.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those. The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. From the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte, to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
No one covered.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The drive by Nowitzki. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, when you combine Dirk's height with his touch and his release, which is basically behind his head, he becomes impossible to defend. And unless he's just missing his jump shot that night, you're in for a long night.
Especially when you couple it with his knack for playing with his back to the basket when he wants to. Often Dirk will catch it on the low block, lean into a defender to create some space, and then the next thing you know, he's up in the air knocking down that jumper.
Gets it to go. Well, Clark, and I really didn't know you knew as much about birds, but the brown pelican is indeed the state bird of Louisiana. Their numbers have rebounded dramatically after being hard hit by the Gulf spill. So a representation of the city's triumph, Steve, over great adversity.
Well, I'm happy it was something. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. 16. that is connected to the city. I'm talking about the name, the Pelicans, because remember, originally this team was known as the Jazz, so that made sense. Utah Jazz made no sense. New Orleans Hornets made no sense. New Orleans Pelicans make sense, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Carter comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Larkin in for Devin Harris. And finished off by this.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam?
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. All of the above.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying. To get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a... question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Here's Nowitzki, and the layup's good off the glass. Nowitzki's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. He's not going anywhere while he's this high.
The drive by Gordon gets it to go.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
Here's Larkin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Holiday, and it's New Orleans scoring again. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Now here's Nowitzki. He picked up 30 points in their last win against New York. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. And drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 3 assists tonight. Carter against Evans. The feed down to Holiday. Holiday off a pitch from Evans. And Nowitzki with the block. From the arc. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we finished one half of basketball. The Mavericks on top, up by 12. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. It's Wednesday night at the 2K Sports Studio, and this is the halftime report. Out at American Airlines Center, the Mavericks with the lead against New Orleans. They're actually looking to push their current winning streak to 5. Dirk Nowitzki not having any problems out there. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And this dedicated Pelicans team weathering the storm. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Some terrific basketball from Anthony Davis. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight. The Houston Rockets will be playing out against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. These two teams leading their respective divisions. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. And another game that's coming up, out in Memphis, it'll be the Grizzlies against the Lakers. Fans on both sides looking forward to that game. That's a 7 p.m. tip time, 10 Pacific. And now, here's what's going on in the rest of the NBA. Over at AT&T Center, the Spurs will face off against the Pistons. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. And that does it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for joining me. And now, back out to Kevin and the gang.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint. Welcome back as we take a look at the Central Business District here in Dallas, Texas.
He's been playing really well. 18. Points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there too.
Well, he's going to have to continue to play this way, Clark, because this offense thrives on his passing ability, and they've got it going right now.
Marion and Nowitzki at the forwards. Devin Harris is out there with Ellis, and it's Dallenberg in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Gets it to go.
You know, one of the more underrated aspects of Dirk's game is that he's pretty much been the guy the offense has run through for most of his career. But he's never been a turnover machine. He takes good care of the basketball. For the amount of touches that he has and what he's required to do, he's pretty ball secure. He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Davis is on it. And Nowitzki backs in. And Dallas again with the bucket. Hey, Clark, you mentioned Nowitzki's ability to score without turnovers. It really comes down, due to his style of play.
Well, he backs guys down in the mid-post and then just shoots over the top. He doesn't have to put the ball in jeopardy to get a high percentage shot. Really, it's what makes him such a potent scorer.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Ellis. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Yeah, he absorbed the foul and had a chance to knock it down.
And that's all you can ask right there. I like that play.
The Mavericks have shot just one free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. The first free throw is good. And Ellis drops them both.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Nelson, the big men in the league, didn't mind drifting out and letting it fly from deep. Here are the best three-point shooters, centers, and power forwards. Dirk Nowitzki is second.
So much value in having a big man who can step away from the hoop to draw bigger defenders out there. It really opens up the floor for the team.
Yeah, I think it makes it easier for everybody when you've got a guy who's capable of spacing the floor because of his accuracy from three-point land.
They've been good on all three of their shots since coming out of the locker room at the break. A moment here now to see how the numbers look for Eric Gordon. 15th in scoring, and he's been using his size and quickness to great effect defensively. He's in the top 20 in the league in blocks per game.
I think this is a good time, Steve, to touch on his scoring average again. I mean, as you pointed out, it's top 15 in the league, and he does it in a variety of ways.
The Mavericks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Knicks in New York.
And one way to nullify a home court advantage, like they did that night, Kevin, light it up from the three-point line. Nothing is more demoralizing to a home crowd.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, that was the great equalizer. Their perimeter play definitely took them over the top.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Steamsman's checked in.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And West backs in. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at Dallas. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the New Orleans Pelicans, 3 games behind.
When I look at New Orleans, you know, they've got to take a step back and just try to pinpoint where things went south for them this season. They're in a tough spot.
But it's so hard to figure that out in the midst of the season, Clark. You got games coming night after night. There's just no time to figure it out. You just have to try to right the ship and get things moving.
Back to Evans. There's a killer two-handed slam.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish. Even while absorbing contact, he is so strong. Even with defenders hanging all over him, he continues to finish on basketball.
Not to mention, guys, he's got those rush hour handles. He can get in a lot of tight spaces the way he handles that ball. He's able to dissect the defense with ease.
Brandon Wright's checked in for Dallenberg. Dallas shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Holiday kicks to Rivers. Inside, with he passes to Rivers. Here's the teardrop. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Holiday, here we go. And that one's good. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
The shot's good from Steamsma.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Dallas leading by 12. Harris kicks it to West. Marion. There's the dish to Nowitzki. Out to Harris. Beyond the arc. That drops and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. 17 points for Devin Harris.
I don't think they can ask much more than what he's done this quarter. Dirk Nowitzki, the 7-footer from Germany, is certainly not one of the more explosive athletes in the NBA, but I don't know if we give him enough credit for how coordinated he is at his shot. I mean, this guy is very coordinated in how he gets around on the court, especially at the offensive end. He's got tremendous balance, outstanding hands. Both of those allow him to be a terrific shooter and player.
Well, I bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Back to Nowitzki, such a great hand-eye coordination. That's key for any shooter, and certainly key, Steve, for him.
Well, he takes a shot that for most NBA players is kind of a low percentage shot, that mid-range fadeaway jumper, but for him, it's incredibly accurate.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Steamsma. Anthony Davis comes in for Whitney. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Ryan Anderson. Gordon goes in, and that one is hammered home.
Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to... slow him down.
Not that time. They weren't about to take those points away from him.
.52 seconds left to play in the third. And Carter backs in. Fader on the way. Again, the Mavericks score.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
Rivers kicks to Gordon. Smith. That is good. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is They're taking away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers with it. Right now averaging 7 points a game. And the foul called on Dewan Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Carter against Evans. And there's the pass to Holiday. 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Jump shot is good that time. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
1 second left. Got it to go with no time left on.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks lead by 15. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Coming up Monday, March 3rd, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls take on Deron Williams and the Brooklyn Nets, live from Brooklyn. Hoops action.
And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire. But you never know. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Dallas.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Smith together down low. And it's Evans in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot is good.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for them today.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they're knocking a lot of those shots down. What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Some changes for New Orleans. Sean Marion, he's checked in for Carter. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Jose Calderon. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Eric Gordon.
They had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Ellis throws in, and that one's good.
Yeah, beautiful drive there. Going right around the bigger man.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Smith is checked in.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
To keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything, but moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Pelicans trailed by 17. Feeds it to Rivers from downtown. That's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Marion against Evans. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Knocks him down. Back to Marion. Takes the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got assist number 8 now on the night. Rivers gets to Holiday. Pass to Steensma. Another one falls for New Orleans. Dallas calls timeout.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Pass to Nowitzki.
Well, you knew he'd win that race. Definitely. I mean, that's just too ball. On the offense.
Holiday. He dishes it to Gordon. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
Gordon hits both of them. And Gordon standing just 6'3", but with his powerful frame, he's able to power his way up into the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish plays in which he's been fouled.
Poked away. And it's Harris off the drive. Holiday with the block. And they get it back. Nowitzki's shot's good. Pelicans trailed by 21. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Smith out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Difficult to explain that turnover. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Dallenberg. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Holiday with it. Devin Harris covering. Harris against Holiday. Gordon outside. Shot denied. Nowitzki dishes to Harris. On it from 12. Harris has got 21.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
And the basket by Gordon.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Here's Ellis. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Withy passes to Roberts. Fires the three. Good on the shot.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Well, you got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Pass to Withy. Got a piece of it. And taken away by Ellis. Here's Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
And Roberts kicks to Withy. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Kent Bazemore. Delonte West. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Fades. And that one's good. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Shoots it up. And the Mavericks get another bucket right there.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should. Let their team hear it. They were good.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws. The first one falls. And Morrow drops them both. Problem for Dallas is they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.
Okay, easy win for the Dallas Mavericks. Another take a dominate win here over the Pelicans by 17 points. 114 to 114 to 91. Dirk Nowitzki got 35 points. Devin Harris got 21 and 10. Monte Ellis got 20 points. On the other hand, rest of the Jason Smith and Eric Gordon only scored 16 points in a huge night for Mavericks since they take down those Pelicans. But now we're going to skip from Lakers Grizzlies to Pistons Spurs. Lakers and the Grizzlies, and the Lakers win easy. Marc Gasol and Tayshaun Prince got 18 points. We got Kobe Bryant got 24 and Antoine Jamison got 20. Steve Nash didn't even get triple-double, 12 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Cavaliers and the Thunder, and Thunder got easy. Kevin Durant got triple-double. Russell Westbrook 33. Kyrie Irving got 18. Suns and the Jazz. It's Jazz win. 22 points for Gordon Hayward. Mo Williams and Trey Burke are 18 and 11 assists for Trey Burke. And the Scanter not even get 8 rebounds and did not get triple double. Goran Dragic got 23, and Eric Bledsoe got 20 points. Nets and the Blazers win by 10 in the double digit, and LaMarcus Aldridge got 45 points. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum got double-double both. Darren Williams not even get triple-double. Hawks and the Celtics, and the Hawks will lose to the Celtics by 16. Brandon Bass got not even get double-double with 9 rebounds. Avery Bradley got 23 and 13. Jerron Wallace 21. Green and Rondo same with 20 points. And the rest of them 14 for Dante Green. Paul Millsap got 29. Al Horford got 22. And Elton Brand got 18. And finally, the Pistons and the Spurs win by 15 points. Tony Parker got 27 and 9. Manu Ginobili got 22. Thiago Splitter and Tim Duncan got 14, but Splitter got 8 rebounds. Brandon Jennings got 18, and Greg Monroe got 16 and 10 rebounds. And a huge night for the Spurs. So we're gonna say well for now, and what a huge night for Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks crushed the Pelicans by 17, 114 to 91. And coming up next for the main event matchup featuring the two of Supreme Western Conference superstar duo featuring Dwight Howard and James Harden of the Houston Rockets take on Chris Paul and Blake Griffin of the Los Angeles Clippers. And that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Mavericks defeat the Pelicans by 17, 114 to 91. This is Andre Kenshin say so long from American Airlines Center in Dallas. We'll see you later for the second game here in Staples Center for the Houston Rockets and the Los Angeles Clippers here in Staples Center. It's time to say sign up and peace out. Goodbye. And reminder, we'll see you later for the second game here in Staples Center for the Houston Rockets take on the Los Angeles Clippers here in Staples Center. Sign up and peace out. Once again, it's time to say goodbye, and we'll see you later here in LA. Goodbye, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.